So on the 22nd/23rd of April, DCS via Matt Wagner released this video of their ongoing work on the Normandy map. And it's currently only on Facebook, which means it's 720p, so the resolution's not great on the video. But despite that, there's a couple of things I wanted to look at and comment on. And the first of those is about 3 minutes in, where Matt shows this scene flying into a formation of B-17s. Now, I counted 12 B-17s in this formation, all at contrail height, and it looks really spectacular. It's running quite smoothly, and you can see that they're under attack by 3 or 4 fighters as well. So we've got 15 aircraft in a pretty small piece of sky, which is nice. It's certainly an improvement for DCS, I would suggest, and it helps answer a few questions about whether or not AI bombers were going to be able to fly in formation. And the answer quite clearly, look at that. The answer quite clearly is yes, they can fly in formation. Now, a couple of other things just while we're here. They've also said that 2 or more formation types will be added to the mission builder, which is really good news. And I want to just now take a look at something different. It is the land textures. Looking at this here, they've done something really nice. And you can see an urban area where my cursor is. And then radiating out from this urban area are some straight lines, which I presume are roads, main roads. And then the rural field pattern has been forced into this kind of radial shape around the urban area by virtue of how the roads work. Now, this is very similar to how humans organize themselves in the real world around this urban-rural divide. And it just looks really good. It looks real, as opposed to just a repeating pattern, a grid pattern that's been overlaid over a map, then with urban areas splashed on top of it. They've actually thought about how the field pattern or the rural agricultural pattern would be influenced by these cities. Now, they may have used real photos or something and mapped the terrain against it, but however they've done it, it's worked out looking really good, and I'm really pleased with that. We come down the video a bit and we can see some of the autumn textures that they're showing, and I'm very happy with the palette they've chosen to employ here. I've seen attempts at autumn, southern England and West France before, and I've never been entirely happy with the overuse of bright yellows and oranges. But as you can see here, I count 50% of these trees are still green. It seems to be about 1 in 2 that's either red or orange. The fields are still very green. There are brown and yellow patches, but it's not this bright cascade of neon oranges and yellows with heavily tilled brown fields everywhere. There's a nice variation, and there's still a lot of green about, which is good. Comparing that now to the summer or the spring map at the start of the video, and there's a little bit too much kind of fluoro green in the foreground for me. Some of this here is just a little bit too bright. Now, if this is spring, then it makes a bit of sense, but I think it may be summer. It's hard to tell. Once you get past about 500 meters away from the pilot and into the distance, then you get a much better, richer green. So this may be something to do with the color, the new color engine, the new color effects they've got. It's just forcing the light through these trees and making them brighter. So in some respects, it looks good, but I'm not quite sure. But this is a really minor complaint. Overall, the greens look fantastic, and it's a really nice contrast against the autumn colors here. A couple of other things I wanted to discuss: the forts, the emplacements along the coast. And there's a bit of a coastal scene which I'll play through. The emplacements on the coast, the fortifications, are not hard-coded into the base map. So we will be able to remove them or place them at will, which I'm also very happy about, which means this map has life well prior to Normandy and prior to Mr. Rommel coming along and building all of those forts along the Atlantic Wall. So there's potentially an entire war to be run on this map if the plane set is updated in the future, which you never know, may happen. One quick last little thing which I thought was quite nice. I'll just show it at about 5 minutes and 30. He makes a little strafing run on some tanks or some vehicles just here, and just after he pulls the nose up, we get a glimpse of some lovely topography. I'm always a fan of topography, but there we go. Just to the 11 o'clock there, you can see there's a nice river valley. You can now catch the undulations of the hills in this area. This looks like probably southeast corner of the map. Wouldn't be too sure, maybe around Rouen, somewhere around there. And it looks great. It looks a lot similar to the terrain that quite a few of us are used to flying over in Cliffs of Dover. Obviously, it's updated with modern graphics and everything, but there's a sort of a nostalgic feeling I had when I saw the shot. Then I saw this little river valley and the autumn textures. I thought, oh, it's going to be fun to be back over Normandy. So I'm quite excited after this little video that Matt's put up. It's quite short. It's only 7 minutes long. But I think it answers a few key questions. And for me, this bomber formation is absolutely critical. And I'm quite impressed with what I see. So who knows whether they will still complete on time, end of May. I won't be surprised if we have more delays. But I like what I see so far. And I'm certainly excited to play this when it comes out.